In today's screencast, we will learn about the accounting concept of petty cash funds. A petty cash fund is an amount of cash kept on hand to pay for minor expenditures, and it involves three activities. 1. Establishing the fund. 2. Making payments from the fund. And 3. Replenishing the fund. Firstly, establishing the fund. This is done by writing a check for the amount of the fund, cashing the check, and then placing the cash under the care of a designated employee known as a custodian. A journal entry is then made to record the transaction, debiting petty cash and crediting cash for the amount of the fund. Secondly, making payments from the fund. After the fund is established, the cash is used to pay for relevant expenditures, and this is generally done in one of two ways. 1. Cash is taken from the fund to make payment, or 2. Employees can seek reimbursement from the fund for payments that they have personally made. No journal entries are made, and hence it is important for the custodian to collect receipts. Thirdly, replenishing the fund. Remaining cash is counted and a check is cashed to bring the fund back to the original balance. A petty cash fund replenishment report is created to list all expenses that the fund has incurred and to calculate the cash required to replenish the fund. Note that the total receipts should equal the cash required to replenish the fund, since the cash in the fund was used to pay for these expenses. A journal entry is then made, debiting the expenses incurred by the fund and crediting cash for the amount of the check. But you might be asking yourself, what if the amount needed to replenish the fund does not equal the total receipts? Sometimes the custodian may not receive all receipts or give incorrect change, creating a discrepancy between the amount needed to replenish the fund and the total receipts. In such a situation, the discrepancy is charged to a temporary account called cash over and short. An example of the use of this temporary account is now shown. The cash needed to replenish the fund is $70, but the total receipts are only $65. The $5 difference is charged to the cash over and short in the journal entry made to replenish the fund. That concludes today's screencast. Thank you for watching.